Hey, it's Tiffany at A Different Chick Farm and Orchards, and I am going to show you some of our peppers. This is actually our crop of peppers that we have beside of our barn. You can see right here. And it's actually between our greenhouse and our barn. So let's start and see what we got going on. This one is a new one for us this year. We also, if you will see all these stakes in the ground, they're not where we have killed vampires. They are some stakes that we found at Lowe's that make a great addition to our gardening, so we can actually see what we have growing. This winter we are hoping Steve can actually make some of these on his own, but we didn't really have the time this year, so we just bought some from Lowe's. We have got, like back to what I said, purple cayenne. This is actually a new one for this year. We've actually got some of these already growing right here. We've got 4 of these. We've got 3 of them in the ground, and we've actually got one up front in front of our house in a pot to see how they'll go. But very, very pretty purple color. Beautiful blooms. Very nice looking plant. It's got a purple hint to the foliage also. Let's see, there's a close-up of one of those pretty blooms. And a close-up of some of those peppers there. Another new one for us this year is the King Naga. These are our hot peppers, is where we're at the moment. We've got, I think, 2 or 3 of these King Nagas. Okay, we got 2 of them here, and I think we may have one in a pot somewhere. One of our super hot peppers. We've got some blooms getting ready to pop out there. One that's already right here. Hopefully our bees will pollinate them. We'll have peppers soon. Our third new one for us is Ahi Gold. You can see right here, they're already starting to produce also. We actually acquired these from Pepper Joe's this year. It was a little late, couldn't find seeds, and so we just bought plants from them. And that's how we got those. Very nice looking. These have actually only been in the ground, I think, 2 weeks now, so they're doing quite well, especially to just be in there that short period of time. And Chocolate Reaper. We've got 2 of these, one in a pot and one back here. This one has not produced yet, but the insanely hot peppers tend to be very, very slow to produce. We try to get them going very early in the year. Interesting new one for us to try. We love the Carolina Reaper. The chocolate one we were kind of intrigued by to see what it's going to taste like and how hot it actually is. Pimenta Puma. It's actually a very pretty pepper plant. So it's decorative, but you also get really, really nice tasty peppers out of it. It is very, very hot. They are insane, so they should be over 300,000 Scoville, I believe is what we kind of label our insanes at. That's kind of a warning to customers that do like hot peppers but do not like super hot that will set them on fire for a long time. So we have got 3 Carolina Reapers here, and they tend to grow a bit slower. We actually have down in our field, which I'll be doing a video on that soon. I think our girls actually planted about 120 or so plants yesterday, so we're going to have a load of Carolina Reapers this summer. And here we got Mustard Trinidad Scorpion. There actually is several different scorpion peppers, kind of like the Reaper. Now there's the Carolina Reaper, there's the Chocolate Reaper, and I think there's another Reaper also. So not for sure off the top of my head what it is, but pretty plants. Don't got anything going on with them yet, but lightning mix. We actually got this one from Baker Creek Seeds this year, which is where we get most all of our seeds from. Started them early. You can see they're getting ready to push little blooms out. So hopefully soon we'll get some peppers off them suckers. Chocolate Ghost, also known as chocolate boot jolokia. Actually grew those last year. I had a very, very slow start on them, so we didn't get chocolate ghost peppers until the very last of the season. So only had a few of those that we got to enjoy. Last year, all of our red ghost, which would be your regular boot jolokia, all of those did terribly bad. We had none of those make it except for one we had in a pot, and we've actually got it still growing in our greenhouse right now because we thought it died, but actually it had not. It actually had died down to the bottom of the pot, but through the root system it came back. So we've got it growing, and it's actually getting ready to produce fruits right now. So when you plant your plants, you don't want them to have any competition. This guy's got a little piece of grass growing there, so you want to pick those out. Make sure you keep all of your garden clean as you can. That's why we use fabric, just to help us, because we grow so much, it is almost impossible to keep up with the weed load around here. So just make sure you pop them little guys out. When you do pull out your weeds, you want to make sure you don't disturb the root system. That can kill the plant, but it also can make it slow to recover. You know, kind of like if you break a leg or something. You know, they don't like being disturbed either. You know, you take yourself out of a comfort zone and it's hard to recover from. Okay, next we have Trinidad Congo Red. So we've got 3 of those. Oh, there's one of our pretty little dragonflies. We love all of our natural bugs around here. If you all know us, we try not to spray at all. You know, if we do spray, it's something, you know, some copper fungicides if we have to. Neem oil we use from time to time. But we love our beneficial insects, so we leave them around here. See if I can get a close up on this guy. Dragonflies are beautiful. Okay, so we've got Ahi Dulce. Nothing going on them yet. And says hot red. We actually had a friend of our girls come over, and she was helping label these, and apparently she mistook hot red for 7-pot red. So these are our 7 pots and the red. We actually carry 7-pot red, 7-pot yellow, and 7-pot chocolate. And we got 2 chocolate habaneros there. Let's see, we've got Congo Red Trinidads right here. Tasmanian habaneros. And let's put this little weed out here. We've got yellow Trinidad scorpions. They're getting ready to produce some little flowers. Getting ready to pop them out. Caribbean red habaneros. That's one of our favorites. Those are actually pretty small. We sold a lot of our hot peppers this year. So kind of put us a little bit behind on some of ours. But we can't plant our peppers as early as some people can, so we can recover from it. There's our yellow 7 pots. And Tasmanian habanero. And 7-pot chocolates. Those have got such a good smoky flavor. They will burn you up, but there is still really good smoky flavored. Let's see, we got Trinidad. yellow Trinidad scorpions. There. We also have Trinidad Moruga scorpions. I don't know. Oh, they're actually here. So, got several of them. Lemon habanero. That's actually a very, very good, very citrusy hot pepper. It is just about as hot as an orange habanero, but has quite a different flavor to it. Here we've got some datilles. Got several of those. Those grow profusely, or at least they did for us last year. They taste really good. They are super hot, but they're not super hot you can't handle them. Our daughter Alyssa actually loves to put them on her quesadillas and cut them up with eggs and put them in her snack box and sometimes surprise her friends. And not such a good way by surprising them and having them eat a hot pepper. Apocalypse scorpions. And Vitalis. Vitalis are very similar to the datilles. You wouldn't hardly know the difference, but there are some slight differences. One is more smooth than the other, and that's the big thing, but that's why we are labeling everything clearly this year, so we can tell. Here we have, we lost tags out of them, so we don't really know what they're going to be. They're insane peppers, probably, but we don't know what kind of insane peppers they are. We should know this one pretty soon because it's already starting to go to flower, so hopefully it'll produce fruit soon, and then we'll know. We got Saco de Vejo, the Caribbean red habaneros, regular orange habaneros, which are great, but sometimes when you get all the rest of these, they're not so amazing anymore. Ahi pineapples. We're really excited to try this one. It was highly recommended for us, so we're giving it a shot. West Indies red habanero. I think we got that one from Baker Creek this year. 7-pot red, spelled correctly. There's the yellow Trinidad Morugas. One Fatali, so apparently somebody missed that one somewhere and put it right here in the middle. Mustard Trinidad Scorpions, more Carolina Reapers. Again, somebody apparently missed them and stuck them in the middle. Yellow 7-pots. There's another West Indies red habanero, 2 of them. Jay's Peach Boot Jalokia. So it'll be a peach colored ghost pepper. Got several of those growing. Figured that would be a good one for us to try this year. Okay. And I see our pin, the pink, did not work so well. So we are now getting into the not so insane hot peppers. For you people out there that, like me, that doesn't exactly care for the insanely hot, but likes a little spice. So we got fish peppers. We actually got those from Baker Creek. Corn de Chever, which is one of our family favorites for a while. Almost lost the seeds for it and found some last year. Only had a few, and then we kept them separate and saved the seeds from them. And so we finally got some more corn de Chevers this year. Tabascos, we've only got a couple of those growing because they produce more than we can gather up. I mean, they are profuse producers. Italian pepperoncinis, they produce a lot too. We do have more of those down in the field and other places because they are very good to pickle peppers with. Great to go on salads, great to go on pizzas, all kinds of stuff. So we've got, let's see, getting ready to produce some flowers on that one too, and that one. We've got Santa Fe Grande. That's another new one from us from Baker Creek this year. Burana Mulata, once again, that's a new one. Very, very, very pretty plant. It's got a purple color to it. That one's got a little pepper coming out right there. Very pretty. Some of these you just think they look fake because they are so pretty and decorative. We've got Black Hungarian. It's another new one for us this year. Sugar Rush Red. We actually have grown Sugar Rush Peach for several years, and this is the first year we've tried the red. We also have, I think, the Sugar Rush Cream, but we didn't get it till late due to the seed shortages. So got that from Baker Creek, but it was too late to plant that, so next year. Margaletta. So those are pretty small. And Long Red Cayenne. We've got our holy two-sleeve basil here, and another type of basil here. We try to plant some of these companion plants between it to kind of throw the pests off so they don't know what they're doing and throw their scents off. I've got some pumpkin spice jalapenos here. Orange spice jalapenos. Areza Macedonia. Thankfully, we have more of those somewhere else. I think we've got several down in the field. Degato jalapeno. And we have also got some marigolds here that should be blooming soon. Okay. We have got lemon drops. We planted several of these because we all really love the flavor of them. They're pretty small little peppers, but they are packed with flavor. Very delicious. Not super hot, so you can eat them, you know, with basic stuff. You don't have to, you know, worry about them burning you up terribly. You can put them in salsas. You can eat them fresh. Add them to dishes. Add them to eggs. Let's see. We got Brazilian starfish. Those are looking very nice. Got some blooms ready to come out on some of those. There is our Sugar Rush peaches. We love those. They are good for about everything. We eat tons of those, so we got to plant a lot of them, and they produce really well. There's another red Sugar Rush. Apparently it got mixed up too. Long Red Cayennes. We've grown these as long as we have gardened. They're just a great spice pepper. We dehydrate them and can grind them up and put them in stuff and put them in salsas. They're just a good all-around pepper. There's ají dulces. It's another new one for us this year. Serrano. We had a terrible batch of serranos. They just did not do extremely well. So we've got one. We actually sold several. So we sold our best ones and kept the little one for ourselves. So hopefully it produces for us. That's the only one we got. Early jalapeno. Malguetas. Poblanos. It's a good all-around pepper. Oh, they're good for stuffing too and roasting. Hungarian yellow wax. We have a lot of people that love the Hungarian hot wax. I'm not very fond of it. I like the flavors of all of our other peppers. But the Hungarian hot wax is just kind of lacking for me. But we have people that just beg and plead for Hungarian hot wax. I don't know if it's just been in their family and that's what they're used to. Yeah, so some people like what they like. Got more fish peppers. And Pasilla Bajo. So something's took a chunk out of the top of that one. Thankfully, peppers are not like tomatoes, though. You can have something get the top of it, and they'll recover. Actually, when we got our peppers from Pepper Joe's, they were actually cut back. The tops of them cut off. And as you can see from what I could tell over there, the King Nagas and the Purple Cayennes and the Ají Golds, those were all peppers we got from them, and they had cut them all back, and they're still doing extremely well, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, unlike tomatoes. Tomatoes, if you get the top of them cut out, they may recover, or they may just stop growing up and start growing out. So this is all of our hot peppers up here. As you can see, we do have more growing. We've got tomatoes over here, and we have got sweet peppers over here. I'm not going to go through all the sweet peppers today, because that will be a little bit long. We've also got some squash growing here, and these were actually just planted last weekend, so they've still got a little bit of growing to do, but they're doing really well. Especially that peppers love heat, so they really love this black plastic. And then these tomatoes are doing real. So most of these were just 1 to 2 inch little plants 2 weeks ago, so they're doing quite well. As you can see, we've actually got some marigolds in between of them to kind of deter the pests like the aphids and so forth. Got another dragonfly over here too. Oh, I missed him. You all probably can't see him. I saw him on my camera. This is actually, while I'm here, this is actually our original greenhouse high tunnel that we had. It's probably 5 years old. I've never had to replace that plastic on there. The plastic that's falling on the front part there is actually just the plain painter's plastic that you go to Lowe's or somewhere and get. It lasts a year if you're lucky. This is actually the professional plastic that you can get that's for greenhouses. This was actually a 3 to 4 year plastic, and it's lasted this long, so it's doing quite well to still be up there. We don't have anything growing in there this year because we just kind of got a little overwhelmed with everything else and haven't been able to do much with it. We got to clean that up, and that big bush that's growing there is actually one of my trumpet vines, so I'll be propagating off of that and selling those next year also. We're not for sure what we're going to do with this little spot right here. Well, we're going to put something there, just not for sure yet. And then we've got some sweet potatoes here, and we've got Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, you actually want to wait until somewhere around June, July to actually plant in the ground, because they are usually 100 to 120 day varieties. And you want to pick them in the fall, sometimes even in the winter. They're actually a little bit better when the frost hits them slightly. So we just now got those in the ground. So back to there's our peppers. And hopefully soon I'll get another video of one of our other spots, maybe even show you what we got going in the sweet pepper spot over there. Thank you all for watching. If you like our videos, like it, share, comment down below. And if you have any videos you'd like for us to do, anything that you'd like for us to share on our farm, let us know. We'd be happy to do something like that. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.